Okay everyone, so now what we're going to do, we're going to head into the dining room, and this is part of the house that's done but not done, and I'm going to explain why. You're going to see here. So these are the stools that we bought for the bar, okay? We haven't used them because now we actually have a dining room set that's here, and I'm going to show you it. But this is one of the end tables from my old living room in Connecticut. We have no idea what to do with it, so we've literally just left it here and we just put shit on it. This is the old garbage can and the old recycling bin that they had in here. They're terrible, so we just put them over here and eventually we're going to get rid of them, alright? Here's our dining set with a nice rug that we bought locally at a store. Here's our place settings. Pretty nice. Looks like Leanna left a drink here by accident. Magazines, you know, Game Informer I still get because I'm still part of the Power Up Rewards Club. Coupons for the local fast food such as Arby's, which we didn't even have in Connecticut. As you can see, Leanna is starting a new puzzle. She is a puzzle aficionado, and from time to time she works on them. She's working on a new 1,000-piecer. Down here we've got a frame that is work in progress. We need one more picture. It's basically Leanna and I in all the different places we've been in the past 2 years, including Chicago, Philadelphia, Florida, and Seattle. Now we just need one final one, and we're thinking we may get that when we go to Seattle Zoo on her birthday. Okay, this is a nice big piece of art that we put here in the dining room. And you might be saying to yourself, what is this? Well, this is 2 pieces of artwork that we bought that we were going to hang on the staircase, and I'll show you where when we get to the staircase. We bought these things. This is what I used to use to mount stuff in Connecticut. All my artwork was mounted with these. We stuck it up on the wall. Within a day it fell off. And there's 2 reasons. Number one, because it's been so goddamn humid here, which it's not supposed to be humid in Washington State, but it's been humid this summer, that the humidity made it so that the stickiness was not sticky enough. It was wearing out and it wouldn't adhere to the wall. And number 2, the paint that they use for these walls is some kind of a laminate. Look, you can see it's shiny. See that? It's not a matte finish, it's shiny finish. I don't know what the hell kind of paint this is, but nothing will really stick to it. So it's a pain in the ass, alright? This is our backyard. This is really the first time I'm showing you the backyard. Later on this year, into next year, I will go out there and I will do stuff in it, including we're talking about getting a small grill we're going to put right here. We also want to weed the whole thing. Leanna wants to possibly plant some stuff further down. I'm not going to go out there right now, but eventually I will, and I'll show you the backyard, okay? Here in the dining room, we've got the Hateful Truth clock ticking away, okay? And then here, this is what was inside of 2 giant bins that were moved across the country. These are my regular DVDs, some Blu-rays. It's basically a lot of collections of TV shows, movie collections, Tarantino movie collections, stuff like that. And it wouldn't fit in those DVD racks that I already owned. I had just had them in like a bookcase and stuff in Connecticut. Well, guess what? I don't have the bookcase anymore. It was a piece of crap. I didn't take it with me. So we went and we bought 2 storage bins. We bought them both at Best Buy. And let me tell you something. This tall one right here is a piece of garbage. It's wobbly. It's not stable. It was a huge pain in the ass to build. This one is the exact opposite. It was easy to build, it's sturdy, and it's nice. So I recommend if you go to Best Buy and you're looking at their storage things, get the shorter one like this. It's much better. The tall one is a piece of crap. But this is the rest of my movies. So what you saw in the other room, the front hallway right now, and this is my whole movie collection right now. The rest I gave away when I moved out of Connecticut. So what we're going to eventually do, and this is why I said this was a work in progress, it wasn't completely done. We're going to take those DVD racks out of the front hallway. Alright? There they are. And we're going to move them right here and put them against the wall. So this will be the DVD wall. If you want to watch a movie or a TV show, you just go here and we can find everything and pick it from here, okay? We didn't do anything here with the sill yet. I don't know if we want to put anything up there. We do have a phone there, which is nice. We have a phone over at the front as well, in the kitchen. So this is the living room from the perspective of the dining room. You're actually looking from my perspective right now. And it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? I think it turned out well. Oh, all in all, after all the different things we were considering, I think it turned out well. You got a piece of artwork on your right. You got the big TV mounted there. Surround sound system is now in place around the sectional sofa. By the way, the sectional sofa is effing amazing. I love it. I am so happy that I bought it, and that when I initially put it in here, that when people were criticizing, saying it doesn't fit in this living room or whatever, I'm glad I ignored people, because this is the best freaking sofa I've ever sat on. It's comfortable, it's airy, it's supportive, it's it just lets me lay down if I want. I can sit up if I want. There's tons of room. If I have guests over, there's room. Leanna usually at night lays there on the chaise while I lay here. Sometimes if we're watching a movie together and we're snuggle in the middle, you know what I mean? Drinks and food go right here on this cart that we actually bought, which I'm about to show you. I'll walk into the living room and show it to you. But it's a storage cart where we have our remote controls as well as 3 drawers with movies in them. See that? So in those drawers are the current things that we're watching, including Breaking Bad, Dexter, the Borgias, Daria, the complete animated series, Batman, the animated series, Superman, the animated series, and a few other things. 3D movies as well. We have a few 3D movies in there. And we don't watch 3D movies often, okay? But when we do, we've enjoyed them. Even though for some movies it really wasn't needed. There was 1 or 2 movies we watched we thought it was a huge gimmick and it really didn't shine. But one of the best ones we watched so far was Jurassic Park. That one looked great in 3D, okay? Alright, so moving on. There's the there's the subwoofer for the bass. On top of that is my old Alienware laptop. And the reason that's down here is because if I ever need to do any serious work when I'm in the living room, I can't really do it on an iPad. iPad websites don't load properly. A lot of the times it just doesn't work. So I do have the spare laptop down here in case I ever need to use it, which is why I have an Ethernet cable and everything there. That's our cable modem right there. That's our router. That's Hedgie the Hedgehog. This is our TV stand. Let me sit down so you actually get a better view. And on this TV stand you see a lot of stuff. Our receiver, some candles that we burn nightly, usually burn 1 candle for the few hours that we're down here, and the place smells really nice. Our cable box and DVR, and this is our Blu-ray player, Samsung Blu-ray player, which is awesome. It really is nice to not have to have my console, you know, my PS3 down here, and to be able to play games on it and have to move it around the house. I was concerned I was going to have to do that, but this thing came with the TV, the Samsung TV, for free when we bought it at Best Buy. You see these drawers and storage units on the side? We have nothing in those right now. We just have nothing to put in there. Eventually what I might do is take that laptop and put it in there or something like that. Here, now I know this looks weird. Boy does this look weird, right? Another one of the end tables from Connecticut that really has no home. A geode. This is the geode I used to burn candles inside of. We don't do that anymore since now we have the bigger candles that we burn, right? We've got 2 cans of lighter fluid, which you spray into the lighters up there to light the candles on the mantelpiece. A lamp, which we turn on every night. This is a box of tea lights, which probably for the winter we're going to bring upstairs to the bedroom because that's where we're going to want to burn those. And this thing here is a fan. It's called the Vornado. As you know, we had an incredibly hot summer here. We needed a big fan for the living room. Problem was, we couldn't find one that would be big enough for an area this big. This is the biggest one we could find. But the damn thing didn't come with the base. We bought it, we opened it, no base. So we couldn't even stand the damn thing up. So I actually took the styrofoam from it and cut the styrofoam so that it would stand up. In the meantime, I called the store and I said, listen, this is defective. And they said, well, guess what? You're not the only one. We had about a dozen of those that showed up with no base. If you want another one, you're going to have to wait several weeks. I said, it's too hot. I need this now, so I'm just going to keep it. So I kept it with no base. It just sits in the styrofoam. I know that's really bootleg, but hey. So up here, we got our windows, our back windows, which do not open, but you can let light in. This nice piece of artwork that we purchased, we're hanging above the mantelpiece. On the mantelpiece, we've got our disco light party, which I know you have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll show you that one day. We've got an extra candle, we've got some more candles, and the lighters and stuff. And those are the 3D glasses for the TV. We actually leave them up there, but we probably should put them, say, in this stand or, again, in one of the drawers or something over here. In fact, I'm getting ideas that I should do this tonight. Here's our fireplace. Right now, we turned off the pilot light because it was having ambient heat come out of it, but it is gas-powered. It's not real. It's a gas fireplace, but there is real fire that comes out of it. We're going to be using that in the winter, and so we'll be showing you that a little bit later in the year. And here we've got a giant empty area on the wall where we like to get some more art, but we're not sure what yet, okay? And then if you actually walk deep into the living room here and you look up, this is the ceiling. Incredibly high ceiling here in the living room. Super high, and it's awesome because it really makes you feel like you have a ton of space. You know, my place in Connecticut, I was always cramped. I always had this low ceiling and it was very small square footage. This is awesome to have a huge, almost like a stadium style ceiling in the living room. So ladies and gentlemen, you have seen the first floor of our new home. It is for the most part set up how it's supposed to be. I am now heading upstairs for the second half of this tour. I'm going to show you all the stuff we've done upstairs. And then that's gonna pretty much wrap it up. But I don't know how long it's gonna take. It took me 3 freaking parts for down here. I didn't expect that. So, all right, let's go up.